What's going on, guys? So I got this new product from etrailer. This is really cool, and these things are super inexpensive. And you ask what they are? Well, it's essentially a cargo area protector. And if you have dogs, pets, animals, anything like that, and you need to protect the back of an SUV or truck or whatever from the fur, from muddy paws, from anything that might get on it, this is something that's very interesting. But more importantly, this is something that is super affordable. So it's definitely something you want to take a look at. Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is tear into the package. Once we tear into the package and get this thing out, we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so I got the package torn open. This is essentially what it is. It is a bed or a cargo area protector if you are going to be hauling anything in the back of your SUV or truck or car or whatever. You can see in the picture down here, they got a nice little watering bucket and some logs, and they have Lassie inside of the back of the SUV here. So the whole purpose of this solution is to protect the back of a cargo area. But I could imagine there are a ton of different applications you could use this for. Let's get this thing laid out on the ground so you see what it looks like. Alright guys, so you were looking at it all laid out. You see the ends over here with the two elastic little loops, and those are designed to go around the headrest of an SUV or a vehicle that you're going to be putting it inside of. And that is because this provides kind of that back of seat protection. This part right here will be the cargo floor area, and this part right here kind of hangs down out of the back while you're loading. Then once you have everything loaded, it kind of flips up and protects the back tailgate or the lift gate of your vehicle. So it provides you a lot of protection, and it's going to give you a lot of flexibility. But what I like about this are a couple things. First of all, if you don't need all three panels, they're simply connected with these hook and loop fasteners, Velcro. And you can simply peel it apart and you have a separate panel, so you don't need all three. Secondly, it gives you the flexibility of packing this thing up in a really small area. At first, when I saw this, I thought this material was going to be that really cheap, terrible material, but as you look closer, you actually see it's a woven kind of a nylon fabric, and it's pretty durable. On the back side of it, you can see it's double layered. This is really cool, and it seems as if it would last quite a while. Now, I don't know if you can do anything crazy harsh with it, like put sharp objects straight down on it, but I don't think your typical dog paws are going to tear into this thing. I think it's going to hold up pretty well. And because it's a relatively thin material, it's going to be easy to store. So you can put it in a cargo area, behind a seat, underneath the back, whatever. It's just a very simple solution for a very common problem a lot of people face. Now, what I also like about this is the overall flexibility. The fact that you don't have to use this in just a back of an SUV type scenario. You could put this in the back of a pickup truck. Let's say you have a spray-in bed liner and it has that really gritty sandpaper-like material, and you want something a little softer to set an object on, or something that you don't want to bang your knees up on when you're walking around or crawling around in. This can come in really handy. It acts as a mat as well, and this is going to protect you from those sharp edges. If you are going to be working underneath your truck and you're out on the side of the road, or you're trying to do a flat repair, this can provide you a little bit of ground protection so you're not sitting on the hard ground. Or if it's super hot outside, you can lay this on the ground and use it as well. This just has so many flexible ways to use it, and it's very versatile. Plus, it's super affordable. You get this entire setup for less than $20. And I think that is a screaming bargain. That's why I got a couple of them. First of all, I think these are going to really come in handy for my wife's SUV, her Expedition, because we do have dogs, just like pretty much any other Texan, and those dogs go in the back when we need to take them to the groomers. Sometimes they're shedding fur, sometimes they got sand or mud on their paws if we take them out to the beach or we take them to the ranch, and you want something that can protect the inside of your vehicle. Even if you have floor mats and you have things like that, floor mats are a lot more difficult to clean than people think. You have to pull them out. Generally, you have to scrub them down and spray them down. If you have kids that have just gotten done playing in the park or gone out to an area where it's sandy or muddy and they're getting in the back seat, you could pull out one panel, simply put it underneath their feet, and you're protecting that one area. I really like the overall versatility of this solution, and I think it's going to come in really handy. Plus, again, at the price point, it just makes sense. Similar products that I've seen like this go upwards of 50 to 100 bucks, and to get something that's this useful at such a low cost, I think is a no-brainer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in the back of my truck, and I'm going to do some torture testing with it. I'm going to throw some rocks, some gravel, whatever I have that I can throw in the back, just to kind of see how this stuff performs, but more importantly, how easy it is to wash off whenever I'm done. So hang tight, I'll be right back. So first of all, one common thing that you might pick up from the store are rocks. Maybe you need to throw some mud on it as well. Aside from mud and rocks, maybe you need to throw some potting soil. Now what I really like about this product is that if you have an SUV and you have a really dirty dog that has potting soil, mud, and rocks on their paws, you can load them in the back of your SUV and not have any problem at all. What I like about this inside of the back of a pickup truck is it gives you just a little bit less to have to clean out whenever you're done loading this kind of stuff in the back. Now, if you're going to have stuff all around the sides, then you might just want to have a trailer. You might want to line the back of your truck, or you just might want to put it directly in the back of your truck. To me, this is a better alternative than what a lot of people might use inside of their vehicle, such as pieces of paper, newspaper, or plastic to protect the floor when they need it protected, even if it's temporary. If you have floor mats inside of your vehicle, you still got to remove those things and clean them off. And if it's only like a one-off thing where maybe, again, you're taking your kids out to the beach or you're taking them out to play in a park and they have mud or dirt on them, and you need something that you can just throw under them really quickly, pull out, and not have to worry about removing your floor mats, this is a really, really cool product for that. Again, I wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't so dang useful and inexpensive, and for under 20 bucks, you can get a couple of these, throw them in your car, and have that extra protection if you need it. Very easy to clean off, very cool. This is definitely a product I'm going to get a lot of use out of, especially for its very, very low cost. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty cool product, huh? And what I like best about it is when you're done with it, you simply fold the whole thing up. It's really compact. Throw it in your toolbox and you're all good to go. Again, for the low cost of this thing, it just makes sense to have a couple of these. I'm going to carry one in my truck. I'm going to put one in my wife's Expedition, and it's just really going to come in handy because there's been several occurrences where having something like this could have really made life a little easier, especially when you're trying to do some maintenance or you're trying to do some work next to your truck or underneath it. You just need something to lay on that hard ground to keep from scratching up your back. Anyways, guys, I will put a link in the description of this video if that's something you're interested in. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.